This is Kilo, and today I'm going to show you guys how to impression a pin tumbler lock using a code machine. This is a lot quicker than using the Lishi handheld key cutter method and a lot faster than using the handheld file method. So the first thing you're going to do is identify which key is going to work for this lock you're working on. In this case, it's a 5-pin Schlage lock. I'm going to use this SC1 key blank. And what you're going to do is use your code machine or space and depth keys if that's all you have, and you're going to cut the first cut all the way across, which the first shallowest cut would be a 0 for a Schlage. On a quick set you would cut all 1s, and from here you now don't have to bother with the marker method or candle method or sandpaper. You've already now cut down and eliminated that first challenge of that first depth. From here, you'll insert it into your code machine. So I'm going to go ahead and insert him here. And we now have our, apologize, it's a little bit windy out here. So we now have our key in place. So from here, what you're going to do is, I was just showing you this for purposes here, you're going to take your key, and we can even pretend that this is on the door. You don't have to take it off like I have it. I'm just doing this to make this a lot easier. So what you'll do is back up your car or your vehicle as close as you can, and you'll go ahead and you want to go up and down and turn back and forth all at once. So what we'll do, let me see here, we will check for our marks, and I can see a mark on cut 1 and 2. I think number 4 has a mark as well, but we're going to go ahead and cut down 1 depth each on 1 and 2. So we'll go ahead and put him back in here. We will make sure he's lined up. We will go ahead and go to cut number 1. We will go 1 past 0, so we will go to a 1 depth. We will cut, and then we will move to cut number 2 to number 1. Cut, back him down, and now we have an exact depth, so you don't have to worry about filing this and then going back and cleaning it up later. So we'll go back to our lock. We'll do our little method here, and it looks, just taking it off camera real quick. So I see a mark on 3, and there is a mark on 1 still. So I'm going to go ahead and go 1 each down on 1 and 3. So we'll go ahead and put him back in. We can go ahead and tighten him down just to make sure. And we will go ahead to cut 1, and since the first one was a 1, we're going to go to a 2. We'll go ahead and cut him, and then cut number 3 is still a 0, so we're going to cut number 1. So we'll take him back out, and again, we have a perfect depth, so let's find out. We're going to keep just going back and forth. This is a time-consuming process, as all impressioning jobs are, but this is a quick way to do it. So I still see a mark on 1 and 4 and 3. So 1, 4, and 3 do have their marks here. So again, we're going to go ahead put him back in here. So just to make sure he's in there, we'll go back to 1. So we'll go to a 3 for number 1, I believe. That's where we're at. And 3 is a 1 still, so we're gonna cut to a 2. So just to make sure he's good. So he's a 2, and number 4 is still a 0, so we're just gonna cut him to a 1 depth here. All right, go ahead and remove him, and let's see where we're at here. So he's looking pretty clean. He looks like a key still. And that's what you want. You don't want to have to go waste a second key in this process. Again, we're going to really try and get some marks here. And let's see. So number 1 still has a mark, as does number 3. So 1 and 3 still have marks. So we're gonna just keep on. Well, you know what? Number 2 also has a mark. So 1, 3, and 1, 2, and 3 have marks. So we'll go ahead and put these guys back in. Oh, put him there. Open him. Go back to number 1. We're going to go to a 4 depth on him. Number 2, it looks like we'll try a 3 because I forget which depth he's at now. And number 3, we'll try a 3 real fast. Drop him down. So let's see how close we're getting here. It's not turning yet. So I am seeing a faint mark on this last cut. And it looks like 2 and 3 also have a couple little marks here. So 2, 3, and 5 are our next cuts. So we'll go ahead here, put him back in. So we're gonna go to depth or cut number 2. I think he was a 3, so we'll cut him to a 4. Make sure he's right on the money. And then 3, we'll go ahead and cut to a 4 as well. And that 5th cut is still at a 0 depth, so we're just going to cut him real quick to a 1. So that's what we have now. So go back here, try to really get some marks on him, and it looks 1, 2, and 3 still have markings on them. I don't know if you guys can see this or not. I know the lighting's not the greatest, but I do see a mark on these 3. So we're gonna go ahead and, because I see those, I'm gonna go ahead and trim them down. So go ahead, make sure he's flush. you always want to make sure that the key is completely flat inside of your machine. So we're going to go all the way back to cut number 1, which I think it was like a 4. We'll try a 4 real fast and just see if we're okay. Yeah, so we're going to go to a 5 then for 1, and then cut number 2, he's also going to be a 5 because the last ones, they're all even at 4. And at number 3 is also a 5. So I'll drop him out, and let's see. If you guys want to, you could mark this up with a marker if you have trouble seeing the marks, but I'm just doing it the way that I've always done it. So I do see marks on 4 and 5 and 1. Actually, there's marks on all of these right now. Alright, so 4 and 5 definitely have little marks on them. So I'm going to go ahead and cut those down 1 before I go cut everything down. They are decent looking marks though. So if it's a faint mark in impressioning, you don't want to impression too much. So we'll go to 4. We'll cut that to a 2. And we'll go to 5 and also cut him to a 2. See how good my impressioning reading skills are here. So from here, we'll again just keep impressioning. And yeah, cut 1, 4, and 5 again, all have marks. So we'll go ahead, trying to just spare you guys watch time here. So the first cut, it's a little bit close, let's see. You don't want him like pressed hard against that shoulder gauge there. Oop. Got him a little too close. There we go. So number 1, I think was, did we already put him to a 5 or a 4? It's not a 4. Let's try 5. Oh, he's already to a 5. So we're gonna cut him to a 6. And then 4 and 5 had cuts. I think we already cut them to 2. Yeah. So we're gonna cut 4 to a 3. And 5 to a 2. 5 to a 3. Alright, we'll drop him back down. So let's see where we're at here now. Oh yeah, you can see a good mark on cut 1. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. See that little shiny spot? So he's also on 4 and 5 again. I don't know if you guys can see it. So 1, 4, and 5 again. So we just go ahead and slide in our key. 1, 4, and 5. So this one cut is pretty deep. So it's already to a 6, so we're gonna go to a 7. Let's see, just make sure that I have that good here. While I'm impressioning, I don't want to mess this up. Kind of speed through. So number 1 will go to a 7 then. It's gonna be a deep first cut. And then 4 and 5 will go to 3s. I think. Nope, 4s. Alright. 4 and 5 will be a 4. Alright. So let's see what we got here now. We will, so 2 and 3 are showing marks. Yeah, 2 and 3 are showing a mark. So put them in, go to 2. We'll start at 4, I think. Yeah, 4 is good. Already cut it to 5, so 6. And 3 to a 5. Oop, to a 4. Nope, to a 5. Okay. Gotta be getting close here. Let's see. So there's a mark here on 3 and 1. So let's go with 3 and 1. So 1 was already at 7, wasn't it? Yeah, so 1's an 8 now. And 3, is that already a 5? Yeah, so we're gonna go 3 to a 6. Alright. Oh, there we go. So it's a little bit clicky. That 4th cut does have a mark. So let me just go ahead and put him in. Go to 4. And I forget what we even cut him to. 3? No, 4. Let's see. That mark's gone. All right. So let's see. Yeah, so there we have it. So I think that was 86644. So just to try it out, we'll grab another key here. We'll go ahead and drop him in, put him down, make sure that the shoulder is aligned right. So 86644. So 8 6, 6, 4, and 4. Alright, try him out, and he works perfectly. So that's how you guys can go ahead and impression a key using your code machine. You know, it's just a quicker way to do it other than trying to sit there and do this by hand. At least you know you're always at the accurate depths. I think that what happened here is I might have had the shoulder off just slightly. I was doing this kind of quick. This one does act a little bit clicky, so I went ahead and just cut this just to make sure. But hopefully this helps you guys. You could use this method with a duplicator and space and depth keys as well. Like I said, it just takes a little longer because you'll have to cut, you know, you have to duplicate it off one and then keep taking it out, changing the original key over and over, but it will get the same result. So hopefully this helps. Thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna work on some more impressioning videos in the future, but I just wanted to share this with you guys as a quick way to get through an impression job in the field. So appreciate you guys for watching. Hopefully this helps you guys. Please stay safe out there. Good luck on your jobs and have a nice day.